Okay, so in the fifth round of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select running back DJ Giddens out of Kansas State. You see the smile all over my face. I'm pretty excited. After reading the report, kind of watching a few videos from the people that I trust around me, Khalid from East Coast Gridiron, he was talking about a big player. He likes him. And DJ Giddens, I mean, just from what I'm hearing, just from what I'm seeing, just because this is a bigger back doesn't mean that he's not agile, doesn't mean that he is not quick. And this is a player that can step in a limited role and help take some of the weight off of Jonathan Taylor's shoulders or legs, if you want to put it like that. But I'm excited for this back, man. I mean, he's probably, like I just said, he's probably going to be in a limited role to begin his career. Like, let's have a flashback really fast to Jordan Wilkins. Remember Jordan Wilkins? I mean, he had a very limited role for the majority of the time he was with Indianapolis, right? He was behind Nyheim Hines. He was behind Marlon Mack. Yes, going back that far. Every time he touched the ball, he was explosive. You know, every time he touched the ball, it was like a 20-yard run, 30-yard run, or 20-yard catch. There is a lot to like about Jordan Wilkins. There's a lot to like about DJ Giddens, and I think DJ Giddens has a much, much, much higher ceiling than Jordan Wilkins did. But in the beginning, that's just kind of the comparison I'm making to how he's probably going to be in the beginning of his career, of the season. I say the first half of the season, I say DJ Giddens is going to be pretty limited in terms of how many snaps he gets and that kind of thing. I would love to see him come out just week one, snap one, and just give him the first snap and see how he does and throw teams off guard. I'd love to see that. But DJ Giddens, regardless, he could help take the weight off of John Taylor. He's not the best of receiving backs yet, but he isn't bad. I mean, considering he has only started playing football in sophomore year of high school, he is just scratching the surface on what he can do. He, his last 2 seasons in college, he had at least 1,000 plus yards. I think he's third in third in Kansas State history in rushing yards. He had 180 plus yards his last 2 games in college. I mean, he got better every single. Even his freshman year, he had 518 yards off of like 70 or 80 carries. So just coming right into college, even though how raw he is and how little football he has played, he showed how explosive and how much of an impact player that he can be. So he's definitely going to come in right away, and he's going to make an impact. It may not be in a big role. It may be in a bit of a limited role, but he's going to come in and he's going to make a big impact. He's going to help Jonathan Taylor, so Jonathan Taylor doesn't have to take 25, 30 carries a game. And we might not have to have Jonathan Taylor take 25, 30 carries a game, considering Daniel Jones is a runner himself. Whether it's Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones, whatever, they both have wheels. And I don't care who's starting. Whoever gives us the best chance to win, just give it. Just let them start, which I think is Daniel Jones by far. I don't think Anthony Richardson can do it, to be quite honest with you. But even if Anthony Richardson isn't starting, you could still have AR come out and him do some wildcat things. I'm excited for DJ Giddens. Reading some of his reports, watching some videos, East Coast Gridiron, Khalid, like I said, like those are guys that watch film. They really get into it, and it makes me excited for DJ Giddens. There's a lot to look forward to, and like I said, a lot of his weaknesses are very coachable. Very coachable. I mean, a lot of them are like running upright too much, or I have it pulled up right here. Some of his things, I can read it right here. I already have it pulled up. Some of his weaknesses, right? I mean, in pass protection, he is a willing but lacks proper hand placement and anchoring, leverage against blitzers. Okay, that's very coachable. That is not difficult to coach. I mean, it's coachable. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Okay, I'm not trying to say that. His receiving skills need refinement despite flashing potential, but concentration drops appear on film when asked to adjust the balls outside the frame. Okay, that's, like I said, his ball security is good, and it seemed like he had natural hands, and he was good at catching. He didn't have too many drops, but this is, I mean, struggling to catch some balls outside of his frame. Okay, that can be worked on, and, he may not be asked to be a receiver often as well. I mean, he could be he'll go out for screens, Texas routes, and those kind of things. Runs too upright through contract, presenting larger target area and limiting power potential through the hole despite adequate frame strength. This can be worked on. Long strider with deliberate acceleration that can limit effectiveness in short area bursts. Sometimes they can extra steps to reach top gear. Okay, can be worked on. It can definitely be coached. And he's still developing consistency with route timing and awareness in the passing game. Coachable. Everything is coachable here. And his strengths are a lot to go through. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just kind of talked about it. There's a lot to be excited about. And his last year in college, he had what? A 6.5 yards per carry? Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing here that I wrote down. Started to play football in sophomore year. Talked about that. Back-to-back 180-yard games versus two good teams on the stretch. He got better every single year. That's something that I always like to bring up if a player has done. Getting better every year and showing improvement is what NFL scouts and what teams love. And it usually bodes pretty well when they're coming to NFL. It usually is a pretty good indicator if they will be a good player or not. And will they get better? Will they improve? DJ Giddens will. He will get better. And I think DJ Giddens has the potential to play a full role when Jonathan Taylor leaves. I think he could be the lead back. Maybe he could be the lead back in a committee, if that makes sense. Like he could be the best back in the committee. Maybe he can be the straight up best running back of the room. Maybe he'll be the workhorse that Jonathan Taylor is now. I mean, showed a lot of flashes. He's still young, just scratching the surface. I'm excited for this kid. Does he fill in for Jonathan Taylor when Jonathan Taylor, when his contract expires? Do we just give DJ Giddens the reins and give him a chance to maybe draft another running back or two? I mean, I'm excited for Giddens. The sky is the limit. He has no limit. Learning behind Jonathan Taylor, having a really good, strong coaching staff to learn from, a really good offensive line that he could actually learn with. And a good offensive line makes a good running back great or a great running back elite. But let's also give credit to the running backs. But great offensive lines absolutely help running backs. Look at Saquon Barkley going from the Giants going to the Eagles. He's by far and away the best running back in the league. I don't even think it's too much of a question. I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too difficult to. No, I think it's very difficult to win a debate like that. Like, who are you gonna put that's as good or better than Saquon Barkley? I don't think there's any back in the league right now. Jonathan Taylor is really good. He's a top 3, top 5 running back, but he's not Saquon Barkley. So we'll see, guys. DJ Giddens, 5th round pick, Kansas State. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think he could take over for Jonathan Taylor? I'm excited. He's going to be a good back. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. More videos coming out. We skipped Jalen Travis. We'll come back to him. Want to really do DJ Giddens. I had to really get this video done quick. I have 10 minutes for it before I have to get to work, but I will be there. Had to get this video done and out. I'll see you guys later.